Hello, Rene. I am Rene, and I want to thank you so much for sharing. I am so curious about the similarities and differences between your state and Hawaii and the common reasons for disciplinary actions. I find it so surprising about your case where the counselor was guilty of medical assistance fraud and computer fraud. I know you said that they were both considered felonies and could have up to 5 years of imprisonment. But I was shocked to notice that you didn't state that the counselor was imprisoned for these actions. And I wondered if there was anything like that, or if the next thing was with the money. And that also shocked me. And maybe the money was in different reason why they didn't have to do the penalty in prison. But I was so shocked with how much money they were paying in different areas, which added up to $31,654. Wow, that's a lot. On top of that, having 300 hours of community service. I had no idea that these were some of the punishments for this particular fraud. So thank you so much for sharing and diving deeper into that. This was for sure a violation of the ACA Code of Ethics C60, as this counselor was using their power to exploit their client for their own gain. And you later talked about impairment, and Tyree et al. 2020 states that financial concerns may crop up, time may be limited, and even technology may seem to work against you at times. With this realization in this statement, I can't help but wonder about the counselor that you were talking about earlier, if they were a new counselor or if they were just struggling financially, and if they were having issues of impairment that no one noticed, and if that led them to make the decisions to in turn end up doing this fraud. Lastly, you asked the question, do states normally have regulations prohibiting counselors from practicing when they're impaired? I did not know the answer fully to your question about other states, but I too couldn't find any regulations about impairment in Florida, but only found information about a program for impaired counselors or practitioners. But all in all, thank you so much for sharing. I found so much enjoyment from listening to your discussion, and I learned a lot. Thank you.